I know it's hard sometimes, but you gotta open your eyes. Have a look and see what's going on around you. Sometimes we struggle with life. If you got a dream, then hold on tight. Don't let this system hold you back. Hi, my name is Danessa Spencer, and we're at South Birmingham College on the first floor, the music floor, in one of the control rooms. In the background, there's Matt, Frank and Azim and Julian, but he's hiding. I'm meant to be in there as well. I'm actually skiving at the moment. We're doing a rehearsal for my recital. When I finish my HND, I'm going to take a year out. I work in a nursery at the moment. Yeah, I work for Busy Bees. I'm going to work there for a year, and at the moment I have a lady that comes in that does music workshops with the children it's called Joe Jingles, so I kind of listen in on that sort of thing. And I'm also a play leader at a school as well, and I'm going to start incorporating music workshops there. So I'm going to do that for a year and hopefully save enough money to go to London for my final year at uni to study at Thames Valley University. I think I want to do music technology. It's either that or music performance. I'm not quite sure yet. Kind of stuck in between the two. After that, I want to set up my own little company that goes into schools and does music workshops. And a lot of schools now as well, they have studios in there, but the teachers don't know how to use them because they haven't been trained on that sort of thing. So I kind of want to help with that sort of thing and do vocal training, and with younger children do activities like making instruments out of household objects and little workshops like that. I really do think it is a good place to study. I did my BTEC here. Before coming here as well, I went to Staffordshire University. The facilities there were okay. I guess I just got a little bit homesick, I suppose. But the facilities here are really good. The teaching is really good as well. My tutors tend to know what they're talking about, and if I have a question, they can pretty much answer it and they can pretty much help me. It is a nice place to come outside of the course as well, because they do quite a lot of events downstairs. I think they're trying to promote the auditorium as not a college environment but as a venue, and as a part of our course we've had to do some outside of college performances and put not us performing ourselves but inviting other artists to do it, to promote it more as a venue. And they have a bar in there and they do good events for charity. And I have got, our class is quite, everybody's quite split up into their own little groups, sort of some people say heavy metal, some are more R&B, then you got people that like gospel, then you've got indie. But when it comes to working together, we do have quite a good relationship and we can be quite cohesive. It does pretty much work out well. Sometimes you do find yourself a bit lost, especially in live performance technology, when you're trying to sort out the sound, because if you don't listen to that music you would never get the sound right. But then when you're with other people that kind of do listen to that music, you can pick up skills from them, and vice versa, they can pick up things from you, and it is pretty cool. The atmosphere of the college is quite good. I think it's because the facilities are so good, really. So it's like at the moment in our rehearsal, it's we're not interrupted. We've got our own little space. Everybody pretty much knows what they're doing and we know each other. And as you can see, we had piles of sweets on the floor, which we're not supposed to have, but to help us get through the rehearsal. And yeah, it is really cool. You kind of just get caught up in what you're doing and time goes really quickly. It was quite easy to make friends. After getting used to seeing everybody's faces and knowing everybody's names, you pretty much can talk to anybody. I think especially with music, there's that sort of thing anyway. Everybody wants to network, everybody wants to know everybody else and what they're into and pick up new skills and new ideas. My favourite thing about the course would be songwriting, and also that they have the rock school program, because if you have an instrument that you want to learn but you can't afford lessons, you can actually do that through the college. I think you get half an hour a week to build up, and if you want to do, or if you already do an instrument but you've just been teaching yourself, you can actually get grades and stuff while you're at college, so you don't have to pay for it outside. And then you can walk away and say, right, I'm grade 7, I'm a session guitar player, I've got my grade 7, blah 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 blah, and you wouldn't have to pay for it. And I definitely would encourage people to come to college, and especially if they wanted to do music here. I think it's a lot, if you're quite scared about meeting new people or being in new environments, I think, or scared about going to uni, I think this would be a good place, because you're at a college but you're doing a uni course, and like the classes are a lot more smaller. Like you get to have better relationships with everybody because everything's on a smaller scale, so you don't feel like you're lost. Because I know sometimes when you go to uni, it's like a big place, your classes are big, and then you've got like a tutor, and like if you need help, you can't find them, you've got to email them, and then you have to wait for them to email you back. Whereas here, you probably go to the canteen, or you could walk around the music floor and you can find them. The best thing I think I've learned is learning how to record things in a studio and knowing what all the little buttons are on the desk. I can remember from being smaller and like not going to college, like thinking, I wonder what all those buttons do, and you know, you just want to press them all. But now it's kind of cool to be able to walk in and be like, I know what I'm doing, I can do this. Yeah, it's pretty cool.